Well, that was a hell of a start to this game. Anyways, I'll let you guys file in. Had to reboot because it wasn't going live. Now it's going live. Anyways, give you guys a second to slide on in my DMs, as they say, even though it's not DMs here. Let me... I come in and the first match that I see here is Chargers just scored, and Phillies get back-to-back home runs. Like, I might as well just go to sleep right now. We know how this night's going to end. Let's check in. Let's check in on the old Pete Huckers. The hell? Why is it not going to the last channel? Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm fixing my damn cable box because it does this thing when you hit the last button, it brings up everything in a rail at the bottom of the screen. You have to manually turn that shit off before you can just go back to the last channel. Anyway, what a great start to our stream here, guys. Back-to-back Phillies home runs, Chargers scoring a touchdown. Like, let's go. Oh my goodness. I played football second during the baseball playoffs. I do that when the Phillies are in the playoffs. That's for damn sure. It's so weird because like going into this week, like the Eagles Jets game was like just so far off in my mind because what the Phillies were doing was just so miraculous, so special, and I can't see how anyone could see it as like the biggest hurdle is already cleared for the Phillies' path to and through the World Series. Not to get ahead of myself, because I've just been I haven't been overhyped about the Phillies, underhyped. I'm like, just let stuff happen. But yeah, I can't believe how much this Phillies run is reminiscent of last season. And I mean that more than just what the Phillies have done, because you had the Padres beat the Dodgers, where you had the Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers, both the Dodgers this year and last year. I think last year they also had 100 wins. If not, they're high 90s. And then you had the Phillies come in as a wild card team, face the Braves in the NLDS, win the first game, lose the second game in abysmal fashion. Last year, Wheeler gets shut out. This year, they give up that big comeback, up 4 runs in the 7th inning, and fold, and it ends in what is going to go down as one of the greatest double plays in Philadelphia Phillies history. And it ended the game because without that double play, you don't get the Arcia attaboy shit that came after the game, and you don't get that motivated Bryce Harper going into game 3. And that game 3 and the double home runs, the 2 home runs that he hit, that changed the complexion of the whole series. And it just Harper is just, he's going to go down as the biggest Philadelphia legend of all time if he gets a ring. He might, if he plays at this level and he doesn't win a championship, he might go down as the biggest Philadelphia sports legend. He's just playing out of his mind again. You already. Why do I still got that football game on? I want to see Wheeler sit some people down. Oh, I just turned it back on. He just sat someone down. So yeah, this series. This playoff series so far, the playoffs total so far, not just this series, but that series against the Braves was so reminiscent of last season. Like, it's just crazy. They won the series in 4 games, same as they did last year. And the Phillies starting pitching gave up, I think it was 4 runs in that series against the Braves, who, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Braves are the only team this season. The Braves are the only team in Major League Baseball history to have a collective slugging percentage over 500. Like the entire team slugging percentage is over 500. The finish was 501. Like that's insane. And they got 4 runs off the Phillies starting pitching in the NLDS. Oh boy. I feel so bad for their fan base because they can't show up to the stadium till it's like the 3rd inning because there's traffic. Atlanta's the only place that has traffic. Hardcore fans down there. Anyway, let me look at the chat here. Let me use my phone since my old man eyes can't see off the Chromebook I have open. Now there's a commercial in the Phillies game. Been watching your content since the late 2000s, the late 2000s. It wasn't back to back. Oh yeah, it wasn't back to back. What am I saying? Because Harper doesn't bat second in the lineup because Schwarber got the first home run. You're right. Thank you for correcting me before I went on through the rest of the night and saying that was back to back. Arizona just toppled a heavyweight. Hoping the Dallas Phucktards get fist pucked football with a PH. I didn't want LA to win anyway. They've been the National League Division winner practically 10 out of 11 times. Trey Turner double play. I'm loving the name of the live show. Well, you're welcome. It appears that my live chat on my phone is not matching what the live chat on the screen is. There we go. Oh, it's doing this stuff again where I'm trying to unblock a comment. It says another moderator has just handled this. YouTube, get out of my stream. Like I get 20 people to watch my stream. Go watch someone else. Do you think we should fire Brian Johnson yet? I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't be upset if it happened. Rays only had 20,000 fans at each game. But you see, here's the difference between the Rays fans and the Braves fans. The Rays fans that did show up, they showed up by the first inning. The Braves fans don't. Like that, and that's the difference. That's why I have such a respect for the Atlanta fan base that they can't even at least just show up on damn time to watch their damn team in the playoffs. And they had 104 wins for you. You can't figure out how to get to the damn game on time. Everyone else figures out how to drive. You've been to LA? My God. You need like a Sherman tank to get anywhere on time. Oh God, the Kelsey brothers. Is Taylor Swift at this game? Is she up there? Oh my God. Is this seriously going to be, is Taylor Swift going to invade baseball now? Oh no. Please don't tell me Taylor Swift is there with the Kelseys. Oh my God. That's going to be the only thing talked about from this game now. Anyway, if she is there. Hello, Sneed. Phillies are absolutely winning the World Series. Boy, it does feel like that, Jacob. It really does. It looks like we're not going to face the Astros, barring a monstrous comeback. Doesn't look like the Astros season this year, and the Rangers look like they're getting a trip to the final dance. By the way, they're showing Schwarber here. I love Schwarber's expression when he hit that home run, like, damn. Like because he's just been so frustrated doing absolutely nothing at the plate in 2 playoff series so far. You see the relief of just like, God, finally, Jesus. Let me catch up here. Wheeler, Nola, and Suarez have been pivotal to this run as well. Yes, absolutely. I don't know why the screen keeps loading on my phone. So hopefully you guys aren't getting your feed chopped up here, but it's showing up on my phone that it's not loading properly. God, my shoulders always look so awkward when I talk because I always lean on my shoulders. It makes it look like they go like right up to my ears. But no, my natural position is like this. But then like, when I'm always like talking or shooting on the camera, I'm always like leaning in like this. Undertaker Freak always hates the way that it looks like I have no traps. Which I actually do. It's just more of just how I lean. Not that I have like Schwarzenegger traps or anything. But anyway. Yeah. Raven, don't chime in with your bad news. Sneed, bunch of crybaby. Taylor Swift, are you kidding me? Yeah, I hope not. This Swift stuff is getting out of hand. It got out of hand by like week number 2. Anyone but the Astros. It's just filthy. That's just filthy. Was he have 3 home runs tonight? We gotta have a new Mr. October, Nick Castellanos. And you know, thank you for hitting that home run, Nick Castellanos, because it's such a shame because in game 3, Nick Castellanos had 2 home runs, but all anyone was talking about was Bryce Harper's 2 home runs because of the stare down around second base each time. So obviously there was more drama and specter to his 2 home runs. But it's like Nick Castellanos had 2 home runs in that game too. And like not a single person was talking about him until the next night that Castellanos had 2 home runs again, and he became the first player in MLB history to have 2 home run games in back-to-back games. Could he be the first one to have it in 3 games in a row? We're going to find out. We could be witnessing Uber history, and that's his son behind home plate, which I think is great. He brings his son to all these games, and he always points to him after these big hits and whatnot. Man, is he having a resurgence of a season, because last year he shit the bed for most of the season, and he was supposed to be one of the big key pieces to help push his team over the edge, and now he's arguably the biggest piece on offense right now for the Phillies. Oh, there's Marsh swinging at garbage. Cut your hair, hippie. How does it feel losing to the Jets? Honestly, it didn't feel that bad. I'm kind of glad it happened. It was kind of just like a secondary thing all week. It was a secondary event for me. My son had a freaking Cub Scout meeting during the beginning of the game, and all the dads were trying to get in on the score during the start of the game. I was like, I don't even care. I'm more about the Phillies right now than the Eagles. The Eagles are just such a secondary thing. And honestly, if that was a game I didn't get to fully see, then I'm kind of glad that was the one game I didn't get to fully see. A little concerned that they haven't looked special all season, and Jalen Hurts, that's the worst he's looked by far this season. But then again, the 49ers looked mortal against the Brownies, but they had significant injuries. But then again, so did the Eagles with Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson's arguably one of the biggest reasons why Jalen Hurts has as much success as he does in the pocket. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's just nothing can damper the feeling for the Phillies right now. Not even a shit loss to the Jets. My God, we almost lost to them solely on field goals. Like, that's how piss poor the Eagles' effort was yesterday. Also, that Harper home run. I know the big question going into this game, and it wasn't really addressed, was when was it Olsen that ran into him at first base from the Braves? Anyway, he got ran into in first base and jacked up his elbow where he just had his Tommy John surgery, and he didn't get an at bat in the rest of the game. So it's like, how's Harper going to be actually taking at bats and not just staying in the field for the last inning or two? Obviously, the elbow's doing just fine. All right, should be focusing on the chat when there's commercials. Sorry, guys. The Diamondbacks have no shot. I don't rule anyone out. But I mean, this is feeling like the Padres 2022 all over again. I mean, the Phillies will lose a game in Arizona and finish out the series at home. But we'll get there when we get there, guys. We'll get there. They do have Kelly lined up next. He wasn't bad in the playoffs last year. I don't even know what we're talking about, Josh. Are we back to the Eagles? Anyway, Galen was one of the NL's strikeout leaders for a reason. Yep. Your son is old enough to be in the Cub Scout. He's not a Cub Scout. He's what's under a Cub Scout? I don't know. I knew nothing about the Cub Scouts until this year. Tiger Scout, something like that. I forget his exact title. What a responsible father I am, right? Anyway, at least you aren't the Giants. That was a brutal way to end a game. Snatching. Was you in the comments, Josh? Someone said something like the Giants snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. I think the Bills were just trying to hand them that game in the second half. When Elliott missed a kick, that's when you know it was over. Yeah, absolutely, I did. Yeah, like once that kick missed, I was like, well, that's game. At least you're 5-1, unlike my 1-5 Patriots. Who did the Patriots beat? I forget. Did they play Carolina? They did play Carolina, didn't they? They beat them, I think. I think that's their one win. And if that was it, does that even count? Patriots beat the team the Eagles couldn't. That's right. They beat the Jets. Oh, that's right. Shit, that hurts. Oh, man. Oh, I stand 100% with the Archfiend. That's right. Send me all your money right now, Jonovic. Does Belichick retire? That's a good question. No, because if he has a serious shot in getting one of the top quarterback, first of all, he's not going to get fired. There's no way he could win one game the entire season. There's no way Robert Kraft is going to fire him because he's going to say, look, give me a shot with a real quarterback. I'll get macaroni and cheese out of here and we'll get filet mignon. All right. Just sit tight, Robert. Let me work my magic. Damn it. I'll take some guy in the 7th round. We'll make him a star. You know I know how to do that. You know, what? Oh, my God. I just realized he was playing for the Rays when the Phillies faced them in the World Series in 2008. That is crazy. Wow, what was that? Wait. What was that stat on the bottom of the screen? Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'll be back to your questions. All right, get off the screen. Oh, shit. I paused it too late. Sorry, guys. This is serious business. Oh, my God. I keep pausing it way too late. Technical problems with the Archfiend, featuring Evan Longoria. 4th player. I gotta wait for the shit to come off the screen. Hold on. 4th player to appear in LCS 15 plus years after their first appearance. Wow. That's a crazy stat. Evan Longoria, old ass man. He looks like the Undertaker today. All right, let me get back up to speed in the game. Sorry, guys. That was crazy. Little 2008 vibes. Okay. Hi, Austin Roberts. The Giants I was probably in the middle of answering a question. Then I forget something about Belichick. Yeah, Belichick is going to tell Bob Kraft, and Bob Kraft will be like, look, asshole, you got one chance with whatever quarterback you're going to take in the draft. Like, how crazy, like that just seems surreal that like the Patriots are going to have a top 5, probably a top 3 draft pick. Like that doesn't even compute. Like you'd have to go back to like the Bledsoe era, probably the last time that happened, unless I don't think they traded for a low draft pick at any point or picked up someone else's pick in a trade. Anyway, sit your ass down. Sit down. I love it. I love seeing the batter look back and just go like, God damn, that shit that was thrown. What do you expect me to do? Ugh. Giants game was one of the most frustrating games I've seen in a while. The Bills were handing the Giants the game. Yes, they were. The whole second half. I said, do you guys want this? Because we don't. But this is enough of the Giants in primetime football, guys. Like, it's got to stop. Like, I get it. It's an NFC team and a team in New York City, even though they play in New Jersey. But anyway, that shit's got to stop. Like, we're done. We're done. We've seen enough of the Giants this season, guys. We're done. You guys can go back to 1 and 4 o'clock where you belong. If the Eagles didn't have Hurts, who would you rather have between Lamar and Dak? Whew. I mean, Lamar, because he's a good 4 years younger and every bit as able as Dak. I think he's better scrambling wise. Yeah, Lamar. People here in New England want heads to roll. I mean, you guys are sitting pretty for so long. I would almost be kind of excited in New England because I'd be like, we're going to get like one of the top 3 quarterbacks out of college. Like, look what this guy did with Brady. I'd be somewhat a little bit excited for that. See what Belichick can do. Because, I mean, Belichick has made a lot of guys look phenomenal. Like, look at Jimmy G. You got a king's ransom for him. Made him look like a star the few games he got to play during Brady's suspension for Deflategate. He won't get fired, but it's absolutely wild what is going on over there. Yeah, it is. Talking about Boston or New England. These baseball playoffs have been amazing for the Phillies. Yes, I don't know how Braves and Orioles fans, and that is so crazy that you had 3 100 or more win teams get eliminated in the divisional round. Like, that is obscene. And I know it just raises the ire of everyone saying like, oh, it's the, baseball players are so used to routine, and giving them that week off messes things up. And it's like Braves won a World Series with the system set up the way it was. What's their excuse the past 2 years? Because 3 years ago they won the World Series set up the way it was. So the Astros won the World Series last year. They had the bye the first week and went into the divisional round, swept Seattle. I do believe they swept them, or Toronto. I forget which one. But anyways, like, teams still do it constantly. Anyway, but I think there is going to be serious talk about changing it some way, somehow. Because this year it does look kind of bad for the sport that you had 3 100+ win teams not make it out of the divisional round and honestly get smacked. Like, the Orioles got swept, the Dodgers got swept, and the Braves barely won 1 game. Like, that's nuts. You had 1 win out of 300+ win teams. Like, that shouldn't be like that, but it is in baseball. Like, that just, I don't know, it kind of makes the regular season look a bit fluky if given a bye week sends people off that bad, or just whatever. I don't know. Again, I'm not suggesting I know a way to fix it. It's for damn sure. Longoria is awesome. Brock is better. I don't know what Brock we're talking about. I may be wrong, but I think Mac would have been great on the 49ers. I guess. I don't know. If Kurt was able to handle Brady leaving, don't understand why we can't do the same for Belichick. If Kraft, I said Kurt. Jesus. I can't. My old man eyes can barely read my name at this point. True that, Jacob Donnelly. Mac Jones is gone. He's another glorified backup. He's going to be, it's sad because like the most known thing that Macaroni Jones is going to be known for is him crying in pain, like more than I've ever seen someone cry before when he's getting carried out the tunnel. That infamous thing where he's over two guys' shoulders. He's like, ah! Like, I mean, not that what happened to him wasn't painful. I'm not making fun of it, but honestly, I don't think of like a big game winning drive or anything. Like that is like the one thing, like I say, like think of something memorable for Mac Jones. Like that's all I think of. Like that's the one thing I think of. Fourth career leadoff home run in the postseason. And he first pitched that shit. He was just like, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to swing with every ounce of power I got, no matter what the first pitch is. Oh, okay. All right. Work the count. Let's go. Like how the pitchers tonight are Zach and Zach. I wonder if that's happened before. Pitcher, well, they're spelled different, but at least pronounced different. I guess there's probably been two Steves that faced off against each other in the playoffs. They're common names. Brett Storm. Oh, I almost said Storm. Brett Strom. Say Brent Storm. That's a cool name. Archfiend, you are one of my favorite YouTubers. First heard of your channel after Review Tech USA gave you a shout out a few years ago. Also, do you know E-Rock Eagle? Yes. I don't know him personally, but I know who it is. E-Rock. I can't say I've seen much of his content, but I know who it is. Oof. I'm sure I've bound of walked by him in a lobby at an Eagles game or something at some point. He was a rookie back then, hit 3 homers in his playoff debut. We drafted Jimmy G in the second round. Oh. But haven't had a first-round quarterback since Bledsoe in 93. Yeah. Wow. Jeez. That's crazy. That is crazy if you think about it. Since 1993. Like, that's when Dallas had 2 rings. 1993. I mean, they won a ring that year. What the hell happened there in the stands? Did someone die from the foul ball? Anyway. Haven't had a first-round quarterback since Bledsoe 93. Jeez. That's crazy. A curveball is filthy. Yes. Patriots will hire Josh McCown or Schmitty McGee as their new quarterback. Good old Schmitty McGee. That's a big old school Archfiend pull right there. Hey, Archfiend, go Phillies. By the way, did you hear about the Boogie Pity Party documentary coming out at the end of this month? Yes. And I actually thought the trailer of it looked pretty good. I did a community bulletin about the trailer that was released for it. I mean, I'll at least watch it. I won't believe a damn word that comes out of his mouth, but I'll at least watch it. Like I said in the bulletin or the comment on the trailer said, I love watching car crashes. especially big fat ones. Do I have a favorite Philly player of all time? That's a good question. I mean, honestly, like it would have to be Nick Foles, but since I met him in person and we shot the shit about the Super Bowl, see, man, he did have a key part in the Super Bowl, but man, Nick Foles. I don't know. It's between Brandon Graham and Nick Foles, guys. But even like I'm just trying to think, like anyone from my childhood, like there's what am I gonna say for the Phillies? Von Hayes. I mean, Mike Schmidt. I saw like the last few years of his run. You know what? No. I'm gonna say Charles Barkley. Because I love him as a personality. I loved him as a player. I loved him as he's just such a entertaining individual to say the least. I think he's one of the most realist sports athletes there's ever been. And not to say there hasn't been any transgressions with him, like throwing some guy through a plate glass window over an argument and shit like that. I'm gonna go with Charles Barkley for the all time, but for the singular moment in a singular game, it's got to be Nick Foles and Brandon Graham tied. If you missed the Brandon Graham story and how I met him and what his license plate says, you have to find that video of where I talked about that, which was from last year during one of the Eagles games. Anyway, here we go. That's going to score a run. We got a 4-0 game here. Elbow's feeling just fine, guys. Just fine. Oh, man. All right. I mean, it's to the point now where I just like, I can focus more on the chat here, guys. I need to pay full attention at this point. Okay. The Giants have one more primetime game, a Monday night game against the Packers. Oh, at least I saw the Panthers at first. I was like, yikes. Packers haven't exactly been setting the world on fire as of late. They started out pretty good, and I thought Jordan Love was really going to have a monster year, but he's cooled off a bit. Getting vibes of Wheeler's dominant outing. Jeez. Again, my old archfiend eyes can't read. Outing against San Diego in game 1 last year. I know, right? Again, this all comes back to what it feels like to 2022. Take the Giants off primetime, exactly. Agree. I think Jalen is a good quarterback. I love his off-field presence as well as his leadership. Yeah, as just far as an individual, oh my God, they're going to put runners on for us without having effort. A cold player like Baum hasn't showed up since that grand slam against the Marlins. Anyway, all right, put more runners on. Yeah, do what you got to do. Yeah, barely. That counts as a hit. Yeah, okay, it does. Yeah, all right. The top 5 records in MLB didn't make the Final Four. Yeah, that is crazy. Hold on, my wife's sending me pictures from upstairs. So we're doing what most couples do and talking via phone back and forth when she's right up there. All right, let me focus on this because let's see Stott make some magic here as only Stott can. All right, we'll focus on the game here for a little bit. Okay, as I look back at my phone. It was there in the late 80s, early 90s. Huh. Oh, I'm like so far behind. I don't even know the context of your comments are, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, come on. That was well off the plate. Come on. That was a pity strike. Come on. I want to see a 12-0 game. I want to see a dozen. I want to see a dozen runs. Dodgers pitching rotation was banged up. Yeah, but I mean, you can say that, but I'm trying to think. The stat on Baseball Tonight was like the 1 through 4 hitters went like 4 for 39. It was some like obscene stat. So it's like, I don't care how your pitching's doing when your top 4 hitters are doing jack shit. You could have Steve Carlton and whoever else, Cy Young in their prime, pitching for you. You didn't call that one a strike because you called it a strike 2 pitches ago. Zach's probably like, what the hell? That was the same pitch you just called a strike 2 pitches ago, Blue. The hell you doing to me? How about the Rays? They were the hottest team in baseball and lost in the wild card. They were the hottest team in the first half of baseball. I wouldn't say so much the second half. I mean, they were still winning at a good clip. I still think the Phillies crumpled their season when they went down to Tampa and swept them. I think that was the true turning point in the Rays season because they just were not the same sense. And I think they lost like 3 out of 4 after that as well, if I remember correctly. All right, let's see JT Realmuto show up. Oh, shut up, Gallon. You got more problems than asking about one pitch. Shut up. Oh, no, JT. He pisses me off more than he doesn't. I'm sorry to be greedy, JT, but come on. Like, he couldn't even make it a tough double play. Like, that ball was going like 10 miles per hour to the shortstop. Like, wow. At least make him work to turn it. Like when Trey Turner had to turn that magic double play in Game 3, where he had to flip it out of his hand real quick when he's on his stomach. God damn it, JT. All right, let me check in on the Phucktards. Oh, of course it's a commercial. If you could only watch one for the rest of your life, would it be baseball, basketball, or football? It'd be football. Like, what a silly question. Football by a country mile. First time commenting. I've been subscribed to you for 10 years. Crazy how time flies. Well, thank you, E. Rudy Y. See, your first time commenting, and I bastardized your name. That's what you get for commenting. See, I ruined your name forever. I hope you're happy. E-Rock Eagles seems like a cool guy. He does. He seems very cool. Very passionate, very honest, very straight up. Again, I haven't seen much, but what I have seen, he seems like good people. Oh, damn it. Every time I tip my phone and it turns from vertical to horizontal, blast the chat back. Okay, I need to blast through these because I'm so far behind. Home run derbies. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Home run derbies breaking out. How he needs to draft a punter and sign trade for some corner safeties. Yes, Dodger pitching rotation was banged up. Okay, I remember about that. Bledsoe was solid, but was no Brady. He was solid, all right. That's why they nicknamed him the Statue, because that's what he was in the pocket, the Statue. That's actually, I don't know if you remember that, but that actually was a nickname going around for Drew Bledsoe in the late 90s, early 2000s. Or at least that's what I heard opponents calling him. All right, 7-7. Okay, let's go back to the Phillies game. Archfiend, how do you feel about Jalen Hurts overall since the overall since the post Carson Wentz era? Do you feel good about him going forward long term? I personally think he is a great off. He has great off the field leadership too. I mean, obviously, he led the team to a Super Bowl. He's not a mental midget like Carson Wentz. Why you got to bring up the name Carson Wentz right now? That's enough. Talked about him enough. Where did your nickname for McCown come from? Honestly, I literally made it up on the fly in that NFL review video. I don't script anything, and I don't know. The name Schmitty McGee just at that moment in time popped out of my head. So Josh Friedman, I'm going to make up a name for you. Dirge McBirth. That's your new nickname. You are no longer Josh Friedman. Your name is Dirge McBirth. It's spelled B-E-R-T-H, not B-I-R-T-H. Okay? So get the spelling of your name right if you're going to type it out, Dirge. Okay? Like, seriously, like, I don't know. Why did the name Dirge pop into my head? No clue. Why did McBirth pop in my head? No clue. Well, McBirth, I made it Irish, I guess, because I had McGee in my head for Schmitty McGee. I guess Schmitty McGee just sounds really Irish. I don't know. Maybe I thought Josh McCown was like super Irish. That is a super Irish name, Schmitty McGee. Anyways, Dirge McBirth, thank you for that question. The Eagles game was an atrocity. Yes. It was an atrocity. Wheeler is just dealing tonight as if any of a chance could be found for Arizona. Oh, my goodness. That's so awesome. Where did I meet Nick Foles? I never met Nick Foles. I met Brandon Graham. They said he was tied with Nick Foles because of when I met Brandon Graham and we talked about the Super Bowl. But anyway, no, never met Nick Foles. Nick Foles was a beast in those few games culminating with a Super Bowl win. I still think Nick Foles, and I always say this, NFC Championship game and Super Bowl performance was the two greatest games you've ever seen out of a quarterback in the playoffs. That at least I've seen in my lifetime. Nothing I've seen from Montana or Brady. I could say singular games. I'd say like, okay, that game that Brady had against Atlanta. Okay, yeah, I could see that saying like, that topped one of the two games that Nick Foles had. But that was the best two back-to-back playoff games I've ever seen a quarterback have. Ever. And one of them was over the Patriots. Oh my gosh. I mean, one of the games was over a complete shit bird of a team. Oh my gosh. Again, that did stifle my hate of the Vikings because they got doormatted on the way to the Super Bowl that was in their house. Like, there's just something. Oh my gosh. When a team has the kiss of death, they just, that's so awesome. I read that. Well, the Patriots had the 199th pick in the 6th round, and the player turned out okay. Who was that guy anyway? And now again, we have a quarterback in San Francisco. That might be the next Tom Brady, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Who was drafted under very similar circumstances. Loved Trey when he was on the Nats. Charles Knucklehead Barkley. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's how far back this chat is that we're just talking about the Charles Barkley stuff. Who's your favorite Eagles quarterback? That's a word. Quarterback. Foles will always be special, but I always enjoyed seeing Randall Cunningham play. Oh, man. You might hate me, but McNabb won so many damn games, and Randall Cunningham didn't. That's the difference of why I would take McNabb over Cunningham. Cunningham won like 2 games in the playoffs. McNabb won like 200. Not literally, but yeah. Another run. Harper's on fire. George McBirth wants to know why wasn't he this clutch with us? Good question. Remember Schmitty McGee played for the Eagles. I know. And he I was gonna say he played in 2 games if I remember correctly. But anyway. Watching Urinary Tree roast himself for his failed World Series predictions was funny. As a Mets fan, it pains me to see Wheeler doing well. I just every time I see Wheeler, all I can think of is the Mets gave up on him and stuck with what's his name instead? Not Syndergaard. Anyway. As a Mets fan, pains me. The Mets should have never let him walk. Oh, it was Syndergaard. You said in your comment, and I was questioning whether it was Syndergaard. Anyways, most suck now. I know. Baseball is probably going to turn into the AI controlled show. Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why it's not. I mean, it's a fair enough and accurate detecting system at this point, at least for home plate strikes and balls. I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it because I think there's still more egregiously missed calls. But then again, people say like how like, well, you know, bad calls are part of the game. Bad penalties are a part of a game. Oh boy. I don't think this is up to speed. Hold on. Okay. God, I don't know why every time I catch up with the chat on my phone, the chat stopped and I have to reload it. Anyways. Also, Tampa was injured. Yeah. Franco happened too. Yes. I was talking to an elder guy at work the other night. He had a Mets jacket on. I was like, what's tea time tomorrow? And he goes, oh, let me tell you. He's an Italian guy. And he goes, this freaking team. And I'm sanitizing what he was saying. He goes, they made all these signings. They signed 2 pitchers over the age of 40. And you know what they got for that? Stugatz. And I'm like, yes, they did. They got a big bowl of Stugatz, and they're all eating it right now. I'm not even sure what Stugatz means in Italian, but I know it's not a good thing. If it was something racially insensitive, I don't know. Sorry. But anyways, it's just funny seeing this old man in a Mets jacket going, the team signed 2 guys over 40, spent over $300 million. What they got to show for it? Hey, Stugatz. And he did the thing where he like went under his chin. I was like, whoa, this guy might be connected. I better laugh at him. Sir, it's funny. Anyway. Glad the Phillies are doing well. Arch, I'm still traumatized from the Red Sox trading Mookie Betts. I can only watch the playoffs as a neutral observer. Yeah. I mean, I'm like that. Like I watch and support. Like I'll watch and support wherever Nick Foles goes, and this is not the Cowboys. It's like how I root for the Jags in the AFC. I will root for the Jaguars as long as Dougie P is there. He won a Super Bowl there. I'll never forget that. I will be grateful for that. I always root for the guys that got the gold in my town. Anyways, at least they're up 4, double play, damn. Unlike Houston, who's stranded and loaded with nobody out. Oh boy, that's brutal. I didn't catch that. Was that today? Wouldn't you rather watch the WNBA? They're in the finals now. Well, no, and probably 10 people even know that. Dallas LA tied early in the second quarter, 7-7. Dallas has the ball in own territory. Thank you for that football update. But the Phillies have a runner on with 1 out. Dirty Hippie Man at first base with a hit. Oh. All right, let me catch up with you guys. Anthony Richardson's rookie season may be done. Yes. And that is going to be run number 5. You're not going to send Marsh. Okay. I thought that would have made it to the corner. Hello, wife and dog. Our black dog doesn't have a name, unlike new dog. Uh-oh. Foster dog is crying upstairs. Come here, black dog. Come here, dog that doesn't have a stage name. Come here. Oh, who's coming to daddy? Come here. Come here, girl. Come here. Say hello to everyone. There, she's right there. Hello, everyone. Hello. All right, this is my show. Get out of here. I'm just kidding. What a good girl. Okay, what just happened in the game? Did Marsh get thrown out? Why is Marsh? What happened? Oh my God. I pay attention to a dog for 2 seconds and something happened. Oh, he got thrown out at the plate. Oh, he's out by a country mile. Oh. Was that tag on in time, though? Oh, that was a lot closer. He's out, but that was a lot closer than it should have been. Okay, that was a bad take at home. All right, Marsh, you got. I don't know if that's on the third base coach or what.
Are the Eagles winning?
We don't talk about the Eagles. We talk about real teams that win in Philadelphia.
You're not watching the Eagles?
No. If you must know, the Cowboys are playing right now, and we're not talking about them either.
You want to go on camera? You want to go downstairs, girl?
No. Foster dog has yet to come down the stairs. She probably thinks dogs are putting boxes down here and shipped to North Korea to be made into dumplings. Okay. Oh, goodness. Don't. Oh, she is going to get so worked up if you try and get her down the stairs.
Now one dog's stuck on the stairs. Oh, my gosh.
All right. I have confidence that Trey Turner is going to get a hit here because he has yet to be a fail in the moment type of guy. Now I said that he's going to strike out looking. All right, that concludes the girl fiend portion of the evening, I guess. Who knows? She'll probably be back down to get or do something. All right, I need to focus on Trey Turner for a second, guys. That's best eye in baseball right there. You ain't going to swing at that trash, Zach. Come on. Throwing that garbage in the dirt. He ain't going to fall for that. All right, here we go. A hit here is going to score from first. Come on. Just any hit. That's not going to do it. Damn it, Trey. Ah, shit. Oh, well. All right, let's get an update on the Phucktards. All right, I see a penalty flag. What's going on? Still 7-7. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I agree. Nick Foles played those 2 games absolutely incredible. And the 1 turnover in those games wasn't his fault. It went off the receiver's hands. But anyway, I sort of remember how you thought of Schmitty McGee. The Bears randomly started McCown, and you just called him Schmitty McGee. Yep. Mets also kept DeGrom. Should have kept Wheeler over DeGrom, too. Yep. Super Bowl 52 has to be one of my favorites as a fan with no dog in the race. It was so awesome seeing Nick Foles go toe-to-toe with the best quarterback ever and win. And I know. I always hate it when Philadelphia fans don't call Tom Brady the best quarterback ever. I'm like, oh, that should have been an interception. That would have been a great commercial break in football. That should have been picked. Oh, damn. There's those sure-handed Dallas receivers coming up with the ball. Oh, let me see this. Let me see. Where did Dak hit the receiver? Oh, he hit him in the hands with the ball. You can't do that, Dak. And you know, I'm glad that there was a no call there on the Tugga Gallup's jersey, because honestly, that had next to nothing to do with the play. I mean, I didn't take him off the ball. It hit him so perfectly targeted in the hands. Back to baseball. Screw these guys. Texas won today. Houston now down 2-0. 2-0. I want to see the Rangers back in the World Series. Anyone but Houston. I'm with you there. Oh, hold on. My chat all of a sudden stopped again. Remember the remember the first thing Harper did when he came to Philadelphia was he helped bring a title back to DC. Those of you who don't know what Alka-Seltzer 6195 is talking about, in his literal opening press conference speech, Bryce Harper says, I'm here to do one thing, and that's help bring a championship to DC. He literally said that when he got traded to the Phillies, or not traded, he was free agent. And then the Nationals go on to win a World Series without him that year. Oh boy, he needs to win a ring here so he can live that comment down. Anyway, but yeah, that was a good pull, Alka-Seltzer 6195. I remember that very well. Like the second he said that, like because I didn't like him on the Nats, I didn't want him here in Philadelphia, and I was like, this Stugatz, again, whatever that means, this Stugatz is coming in here and he's having like an all-time botchamania moment. Like if that was like a wrestling moment, it would be like Goldberg like challenging Hulk Hogan for the first time, saying like, I'm leaving the Georgia Dome with the WWF title tonight. It would be like an all-time botchamania moment. Like that's what Bryce Harper did when he came to Philadelphia. He had an all-time botchamania moment. There we go. That's the only time of the night we're going to be talking about wrestling. Well, Barch, my Jets just did that thing yesterday. Still love Yoy. Y-O-Y. Thank you, Spunky Magoo. And not even that heated or bothered about what happened yesterday. The only thing that's annoyed is you see Dallas fans on social media going like, oh, at least we could beat the Jets. Shut up. Worry about yourselves right now. Just shut up. Christ. Anyway. Well, Barch. Oh, I read that one. Max pitched well with Texas, as I almost forgot your name. Serge McBirth. Josh Friedman. Everyone needs to realize his name is Serge McBirth. Is that what I called you? Yeah, Serge McBirth. The fight. Okay. The funny thing is that the two pitchers the Mets signed that are over 40 are playing against each other right now in Texas. That's pretty good. According to Urban Dictionary, Stugatz, made popular by the HBO series The Sopranos. Stugatz is from Questo Coso in Italian, meaning this cock or this dick. Oh. Wonderful. Thank you for that. That mystery solved. CNJ Dev. Trace scores on that, maybe. And Dog Fiend. Oh, God, you guys are up to... That's how far back in the chat I am. It's when Black Dog appeared. Dog Fiend. Sounds like my Springer Spaniel. Nice dog. Remember when our fans mocked the Vikings' dumb skull thing and threw salt on the wound by chanting Foles? I do remember that. Yep. In the NFC Championship game. I think from that moment on, the skull, like as a Minnesota fan, as a Vikings fan, you could never use skull again when it got just mocked in just completely an abysmal blowout fashion. It's like man, damn, we can't use that anymore. The damn Philly crowd is chanting Foles while Foles just bent us over and ghetto gagged us on national TV to get the right to play in our house against the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Anyway, is your wife now known as Wife Fiend? I guess. I don't know. She just kind of always remained Girl Fiend after all the years we've been married. LOL, they lost to the Jets yesterday. Yes, they did. No, we better talk about Eagles. My Jets did that thing. Yes, great. They won. Congrats. Bruh, Eagles fans were loud AF at MetLife yesterday. I bet they were. I mean, any team that's going to have a bad record and a lot of tickets available, like, you're going to have like a lot of fans, like especially the Eagles, that are going to travel up the Turnpike Expressway, whatever. He was a no-hit or miss with Washington October. Chris Long was a great player in his last year in Philly for the Eagles. Chris Long had one of the plays that actually turned that game with the batted pass that ended up being the pick six, where he just got his hand in enough to deflect the pass. And God, I'm forgetting who the Vikings quarterback was. I know he only had one season where he showed up to play and didn't do shit since. Oh my gosh. Why am I forgetting the name of the damn Vikings quarterback in the NFC Championship game? See, I don't want to look at the chat because I know you guys are like 50 of you going, you stupid ass, it's this guy. Freaking, I don't know. I'll find that out in the chat when you guys end up typing it. Case Keenum. Damn it, I had to look at the chat. I thought for 10 more seconds I would have got that. Shout out to Chad Warden Days. What a ride. Oh my gosh. Chad Warden. Oh, slit the throat. That's the thing too. Bryce Harper doing the slit the throat thing as he rounded, well, after he rounded second base and stared down his buddy. He should have been saying, attaboy. ARC, attaboy these nuts. Anyway. Surge sounds cooler. Oh, Dirge. Yeah, not Surge. Yeah, there you go. Dallas stopped on 4th and 1. Awesome. What a great night this is turning out to be. Cowboys are the Yankees and Celtics of football, bragging about titles won long ago. Well, I mean, at least the Celtics have won a title in the current century, and the Yankees have as well. Cowboys, not so much. Dallas was tired of the. Oh, they tried the. I bet that is tired again. Can't read. Dallas tried the brotherly shove and failed. Let me just tell that to a friend of mine. I know you ain't watching football right now, but the Dallas Cowboys just tried the brotherly shove on 4th and 1 and didn't get the first down. Sorry. He's going to crack up with that because anytime the brotherly shove works, he texts me, goes, no, it always works. Never fails. That's great. You guys better not be lying to me because I text that to him. He goes, I just looked at the highlights. That didn't happen. Greetings from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. What do I know from Don't tell me what Gatlinburg, Tennessee is famous for because I know there's something. So he's laughing his ass off about it. Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I know that's. I think there was well, besides the Civil War. Yeah, was that what they're known for? Like Civil War battle? Whatever. You tell me. What is Gatlinburg most known for? Okay. Greetings from guys. Sorry, I've missed this stream, Arch. I'm on vacation. Okay. Oh, so you're not from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. You probably won't know what the famousness I'm thinking of. How many years have you and your wife been together, Arch? Since when did the Cowboys last win the Super Bowl? Oh, gosh. We'd both be underage at that point. But anyway, let me do the math here in my head. Let's see here. The current year is 2023. We met in 2011. So 11 plus 11 is 22. Carry the 1 with the square root of pi, and you get 37. 37 years. There we go. All right. This game is just very elementary at this point. It's just don't do any dumb shit and we're fine here, Philly. Okay, let me back up here. Celtics won in 2008, Yankees won in 2009. Yep. Cowboys 96. Huge difference. Case Keenum's from Houston. Oh boy, that makes it even better. Thank you for letting me know that. I didn't know that. The only time I ever heard of Chad Warden was the parody Armake did. Rest in peace, Armake. Yeah, I still can't believe Armake's dead. That's crazy. And those of you who don't know, you might know from football videos, but 8 Camel Toes was a guy in the trash talking football community for the Carolina Panthers. He passed away this year too, and he was a huge fan of mine. He often said I was one of his favorite content creators, if not the most. Again, not to make it about me, but someone told me he was dead. I was like, what? I was like, right away, I'm like, is this true? And you found out his wife did corroborate the facts of the matter. But anyways, enough of the death talk. Jesus, bringing the show down. Chad Warden, man. Chad Warden's like, you had to go back to like a time when Newgrounds was a thing. Newgrounds. Oh, is that going to score a run? Don't get thrown out at the plate, asshole. Don't get thrown out at second. Wow. I don't know if JT was safe at second, but okay. Just when things are going right, they're going right. Other than Marsh getting thrown out at first, like that's like the only thing you could say tonight that just, oh boy, that didn't go right for the Phillies. Let's see here. All right, JT Realmuto. All right. Thank you for contributing to the game, catcher. I was trying to think like if the catcher could have made a play on that, but I guess not because the throw really wasn't on target. And the runner's already by him. Yeah, well, whatever. Run number 5. Again, I want to see a dozen run tonight's. The goal for the chat here tonight is for the Phillies to get 12. People always say, like, we want to get 30,000 thumbs ups here. The goal for the chat tonight is for you guys to get the Phillies 12 runs. All right. That's it. That's how an Archfiend live show works. I'm not going to ask for money or thumbs ups or retweets or comments. We're going to get 12 runs. Anyways. Neglect the chat here. Speaking of which, Eagles fans come in the busloads to the Meadowlands. Trust me, I know. Been to plenty of Giants-Eagles games in the stadium. All right. Celtics were in the finals in 2022. That is like one of the most forgotten things. It just seems like such a forgotten cavern of my mind that was even a thing. Mike McCarthy is the worst coach on a top NFL team. Well, yeah, because he's unfortunately a coach on a team where a coach can't have power. I mean, it's honestly what the truth of the matter is. Like, you've got to be a guy like on the interview where you sit down with Jerry and be like, listen, you little bastard. You're going to listen to what I say, right? You're going to do what I want to do, right? Yes, sir, I will. You got the job. Like that's the only interview process Jerry Jones has. He goes, good. He says, come here, sit on my lap. And then Jerry holds up a bowl of milk, and you have to lick out. You have to lick milk out of a bowl as Jerry holds it up to your face. Just so he knows that you can be a complete humble bitch. Because Jerry will accept no one else other than that. Zach Wheeler with the one hitter. Let's go. Anyway. All right. The Cowboys' last championship was before Elway retired. It was not only that, it was years before Elway retired. 2 to be exact, right? If I remember correctly. To be fair, it's years. Or maybe it was just 1 year. No, it was 2 years because Elway won back-to-back championships after Dallas won their last. Yeah, it was years. Let's not take a chance to poke as much fun on Dallas as we can. Okay. John Elway was still known for losing about 10 Super Bowls the last time the Cowboys won a title. Very true. You think it was worse to be a Cowboys fan or a Giants fan right now? It's worse to be a Dallas fan because their fans think every year they're going to the Super Bowl, and it's that much bigger of a letdown. Giants fans aren't every year going to say, "Oh my God, guys, we're getting to the Super Bowl. We made the playoffs last year. We beat the Vikings. We won a playoff game. We're going to the Super Bowl next year." That's how Dallas fans would have ended the season. Giants fans of the season is going like, okay, there's a lot of promise. We get a few playmakers. We might make some noise. I didn't hear a single Giants fan say, oh my gosh, we ran into the Eagles. That was a buzzsaw, but man, we're a playoff caliber team. We really are. That's how Dallas would have been seeing the end of the Giants seasons last year. Anyways, yeah, it's way harder to be a Dallas fan because you have to be an idiot. And it's always harder to be an idiot in life than a person with an actual functioning brain. Okay. Strange Scott voice acting would like to say we're up in the Smoky Mountains, most known for the local business restaurants and distilleries. Plus, Dolly Parton was born in Searville, not far from here. No, Dolly Parton is from. God, it's a name of a town. It has such an obscure name. It's like a weird name. Okay, Google. What is the name of the weird ass town that Dolly Parton was born in? Why is it not showing it? Pittman Center, Tennessee. That does not. What the hell? Because I heard a podcast that talked about her, and like the name of the town was something something weird. It was like one word. It was like gutter, Tennessee. It was like something like that. Anyways, all right. This concludes the Dolly Parton portion of the show. Archerine, do you know who Frank the Tank is? He also seems like a cool content creator. It sounds vaguely familiar. I couldn't tell you anything for sure that I know who that is. Why is Galen still in? I'll tell you why. And honestly, it makes logical sense. I'm all for leaving your starting pitcher in at least 6 innings, as long as he's not blowing up his pitch count over 120 plus pitches or something. It's simple, because you don't want to burn out as many. Like you're conceding loss by leaving your starting pitcher into this point. You don't want to burn out as many of your bullpen arms as possible. So I'm fully for leaving in a starting pitcher in a game where he's completely getting handled to get at least 6 innings out of. Because you start bringing your bullpen arms in, you get one in the 6th, 7th, 8th, maybe you split something in the 9th, and then you're running out of fresh arms in case this is still a series. So yeah, I have no problem with keeping Galen in. I would do the same. Checking on the Cowboys real quick. Okay, the Cowboys are half. Uh-oh. Just when everything can't go wrong. Elway retired in 99. Oh my gosh, that was way many years. I don't know why I thought the 2 Broncos Super Bowls were right after. I'm trying to think then who won the Super Bowl right after the Cowboys. The Packers, it must have been Brett Favre's first and only title. So that would have been 97, and then 98, 99. Bam, look at the Argentine with his super football brain. Hell out of here. Or did the Packers come later? I want to say maybe the Packers were 2000. Again, over the Patriots. No, who cares? Anyway. Did you and your wife get married in 2016? It's none of your business. Yes. Anyway. Plus, at least I got to see the Giants win 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime. Yes. And you got to see both of them over the Patriots. With Eli Manning at your quarterback, which I still can't get over. Like, that's the craziest thing. As much criticism as I have for Eli Manning, he had 2 of the greatest playoff runs. Oh my gosh. Get out of this inning, Zach. I'm trying to think if it was the first or second Eli Manning Super Bowl run. I want to say the first, where he had to go in the Lambeau Field. He won 3 games on the road because he came in as a wild card team. Yeah, they're the wild card of the first Super Bowl run, I do believe, with Eli Manning. Not the Giants' first Super Bowl, obviously, because they won the Super Bowl before that. I remember the wild card game was against the Packers, and it was like negative 50 trillion. He won that game, and just again, the guy is one of the stupidest quarterbacks I've ever seen. That had two of the greatest playoff runs ever, and I think he only had. I don't think he had a playoff win outside of those two Super Bowl runs. Like, I'm seriously trying to think. I don't think he had one single playoff win outside of those two seasons. Yeah, I don't think he did. Anyways, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that you, Dirge McBirth, that asked that? Anyway. Favre won in 97, just like I said. Yeah, look at the big brain on Archfiend. Won in 97, and then 98, 99 was the Broncos. Eli Manning's Giants had Peyton instead. We might be talking dynasty. I don't want to talk about Peyton. How did you get into baseball? It seems boring. It's something I watched my whole life. It's not my favorite sport. It used to be my favorite sport as a kid, not so much today. I can understand it being boring. If it's something, I think it's something, if you don't get into it, either your town doesn't have a team, or you don't get into it as a kid, I can understand just someone trying to turn this shit on and watch it going like, yikes, this is just some dumb shit. Fully understand that. Won't criticize anyone that says it's boring if you didn't give it a chance early on and try to get on it later in life. Yeah, I understand. It absolutely is going to look boring to you. 18-1. Yep. Oh, damn. Blue getting his bell rung. It was the first Super Bowl run. The Giants did play the Packers again the next run too. Okay. Yeah, Eli's only playoff wins came with the two Super Bowl runs. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was right. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I wonder if he's like he's got to be the only starting quarterback with two Super Bowl rings that doesn't have a playoff win outside those two runs. You think. Try to think offhand. Yeah. One of my favorite Giants memories is the 2011 season, 9-17, beating the 15-1 Packers in the playoffs. Yep. And seeing the video of people crying. Not going to lie. I love that shit. I love seeing other fans in misery when it's at the hands of my team. Eli Manning won his second Super Bowl before Peyton too. Yes, I know. CNJ Dev has its good and bad days. I commute to you guys are having conversations with each other. Okay, I'll just leave you alone. Yeah, never liked baseball. Yeah. Again, I'm not gonna. Is John Kruk my favorite Philly ever? He was my favorite Philly on the 93 team, but my all-time favorite is Chase Utley. Chase Utley, I liked his swagger, liked his play. I think he was one of the more intelligent batters. I respect intelligent batters and intelligent hitting, because while he's always up in the tops as far as batting average and stuff went, but he could work a count like no one else could. I think that was something like that, like an art form like that is one of the most, you don't look too much on it in baseball, but he was one of the absolute best at working a count and getting a pitcher to throw 10 balls to you every single time you came up to bat. Not literally, but there'd be so many times where you go 10 plus pitches deep on Chase Utley, and that is just remarkable. That gets your starting pitcher out of the game an extra inning just because Chase Utley's in that game. So yeah, stuff like that intangible that often gets overlooked. what are my thoughts on Shohei Ohtani? It's a shame because anytime I think of Ohtani and Trout, I think of two what are probably going to be all-time generational talents, and most of their careers wasted on a team where they played together both in their prime and couldn't even get into the playoffs. Like, that is such a sad state of affairs that all this time, and I mean, it's going to be broken up now because Ohtani and or Trout, like, good luck trying to trade Trout with that contract, because he's on this end of the bell curve. Ohtani is going to be paid $6 trillion, bad arm and all, and he should, because I mean, you would pay a starting pitcher $20 million plus for the stats he puts up, and you'd pay a hitter $20 million plus per year per season for the stats he puts up. I think the guy should get paid $50 million a year easily. Oh boy, everything was going right for the Phillies, man. Chase Utley will never be welcomed in Queens. Good. He shouldn't go there. Fun fact, Archfiend's father was from Queens. What do you think of that? Fun little Archfiend fact you guys probably never knew. My friend was like, why are you watching the Cowboys when we're about to go to Broad Street? I do want to see what the score changed at all. Okay, it's not a commercial. Every damn time I try and check in on the Phucktards. All right. Yeah, Ohtani should get paid $50 million plus a year. Eli Manning, 2 Super Bowls, first round losses, most years not even in the playoffs. Yeah. So can go over the Packers, lost to the Giants 2011. The fact they got whipped in that game is so shocking. Eli Manning won 8 playoff games, both from his title runs 07 and 11. Yep. I remember Super Bowl 50 when the Broncos got the winning touchdown and the look of disappointment on Eli Manning's face as he realized he will never be the family favorite. Yeah, it's true. He was in the luxury box for that one. Ohtani to the Red Sox. Yeah, let's calm down. But let's be real. It's probably happening. It's probably going to happen to a major market Northeast team. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'd rather see Ohtani on a team that has a chance to win. I don't want to see him. I mean, I know people are saying like, "Oh, he's going to sign with Seattle because it's a big market for Asian baseball." Whatever that has to do with anything, I don't know. It's something I've heard people say. But I'd rather see him go to a front runner. Like if he went to someone, like if someone like Baltimore gave him the bank, because honestly they've had a payroll of like 30-something million this year. Like why can't a team like Baltimore just say like, yes, we'll give you $80 million a year. Come here now. Let's do this. I think that'd be great. I think it'd be great for baseball. Yeah, I think your city-state needs a baseball team in order to get into it. Yes. Bring Ohtani to Queens? No. Archfiend, do you think the Jalen Hurts contrast is worth it for the Eagles? Contract is – oh, you did say contrast. I think you meant contract is worth it. Also, why do you think Dallas Goedert has been hardly involved this season? Last game, he was very well involved. But yeah, most of the season he hasn't. Last week he had, it was like 120 some yards. But yeah, I don't know. There's some games where I was gonna say it was like the first 2 games he was thrown out. Like, I think it was like a total of 3 times. Like, that's unacceptable. Or no, one of those games he wasn't in. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to remember when he was injured or not because you don't hear his name or number in the broadcast for most of the game. You check in on the Phucktards. Oh man, Cowboys are winning. Why don't you guys give me a warning? As far as Jalen's contract, that's what a winning quarterback gets paid right now. He took him to the Super Bowl. He has all the intangibles. He's the leader. You know, that's what you pay. That's what you pay a guy that has that formula. Chris Chan came out with a video, and it's insane. A video about what? Have you watched the videos of Mike Francesa being prank called? Yes, I have. And they are glorious. What's my father's name? Dad Fiend? Yes. Chase Utley, kick ass, but the greatest Philly ever is Mike Schmidt. Yeah, I mean, I'd argue Steve Carlton can be argued up there as well, but it's, an apple and orange comparison based on whether you like pitching or hitting. But I don't know. I think Steve Carlton is still to this day one of the greatest left-hand pitchers ever. But Mike Schmidt is still one of the best home run hitters ever. So, yeah. Hey. New Chris Chan video. Oh, it's a new Chris Chan video. Okay. Oh, wait. Are you saying it's a new Chris Chan being Chris Chan? That's the easiest way to explain it. Okay. But it is a new video. So now you guys got me thinking of Newgrounds. You say names like Chris Chan and Chad Ward and shit like that. Does anyone remember Newgrounds? Remember the I gotta sing the song in my head to get to the chorus. The ultimate battle of ultimate destiny. Angel. I bet you I still know the words of that song. Angels sang out in immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris, who delivered a kick which could shatter bones into the crotch of Indiana Jones, who lie on the ground writhing in pain, as Batman changed back into Bruce Wayne. But Chuck saw through his clever disguise and crushed Batman's head in between. I had to mess up at some point, in between his thighs, but I'm not going to mess up with this part. Then Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight and Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie and Cowboy Curtis and John B. the Genie, RoboCop the Terminator, Captain Kirk and Darth Vader. I lost my breath. Captain Kirk, Darth Vader, every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston, Theodore Logan, Spock the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan all came out of nowhere lightning fast, and they kicked Chuck Norris in his cowboy ass. It was the bloodiest battle that the world ever saw, with civilians standing on in total all. The fire raged on for a century. Many lives were claimed, but eventually the champion stood. The rest saw their better. Mr. Rogers in a bloodstained sweater. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Now, I got at least 95% of it right. That's something from someone look up when Ultimate Battle of Ultimate Destiny was first published on Newgrounds. And why can't the damn pitcher of all people throw a moderate pitch to second base without it going into the outfield? I tried not to interrupt my singing by getting pissed off about that. Oh my God, I forgot all about that song. The Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Yep. December of 2005? Oh my God. I pulled that out of my ass. Oh, Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo City like a big playground when suddenly Batman burst from his cave and shot Godzilla with a bad grenade. Godzilla got pissed and began to attack, but didn't expect to be blocked by Shaq, who proceeded to open up a can of Shaq Fu when Aaron Carter... Oh my God, Aaron Carter's dead! Wait, isn't Aaron Carter dead? I just realized Aaron Carter's in that song, and I do believe Aaron Carter's dead. But anyway, yeah. One of my favorite Newgrounds videos was Oni G's Mashitma partnership video. God, I remember that. I want to say I remember that. That sounds familiar. I remember, oh man, the guy that made Final Fantasy versus oh, no, wait. Well, no. There's a guy that made Street Fighter versus Final Fantasy videos. And the oh, okay. I'll take that. Okay. Stuff's starting to go right for the Phillies again all of a sudden. Gotta drop Art. Oh, see you later, Bullcraft. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Carter's dead. He dunked on Shaq. I live in Montana. Have you ever been to Montana, Archfiend? No, I've never been up to that northern part. The most northern state I've been up to that goes near Canada is Wisconsin. Yeah, I think he's safe. They're going to review that. Okay. Anyways, well, whatever. Archfiend should cover Cyrax, though. Cyrax raging at Arch would be classic. Okay. I have no idea what Cyrax stuff is. Oh, Monty Ohm. Oh my gosh. That's the guy that made the Dead Fantasy. That's right. The Dead or Alive versus the Final Fantasy things. Oh my gosh. Those were so good in his... I don't know how he captured stuff so well, but he was so far ahead of his time for the early mid 2000s. Monty Ohm, I want to say his name was. He died tragically too at a young age, like while he's making the Dead Fantasies. But anyway, you're originally from Seattle, and that's why I'm a Seattle sports fan. Being a Mariners fan is depressing. I can imagine. Cyrax is a PDF file, uses his deformed looks to guilt. Okay. Does the Yamamoto family still own the Mariners? I don't know. It's a good question. Mike Francesa's favorite player is Jason Giambi. Is that true? Like all time? All the nukes are in Montana. I've heard that in Iowa. I heard Iowa has a bunch of buried ones. Yamauchi, sorry, the family that founded Nintendo. Oh. Yeah, I have no clue. Oh. All right, I'm getting a little nervous about this game, and I've been high up. Let me peek in, see if the Chargers did any damage real quick. Oh wait, Chargers are driving. Okay, right. 12 plays, 68 yards, current drive. Okay, let's go. Come on. 4th and 1. Oh no. Oh, Herbert. Dive down before the marker. I'm sorry, I gotta see how this ends before I flip the Phillies game back. This night's not going well, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. No. This night's not going well, guys. Stuff and things are happening. Oh. You got to say. Thanks for stopping by, CNJ Dev. Go Phillies. That's right. Thank you. Flyers are 76ers fan, more 76ers by far. Hockey, I've just become desolate on. I don't know. I just find it unwatchable anymore. It just does nothing for me at this point. That, and I can only dedicate so much of my spare time to following professional sports. I gotta pick and choose. Chargers, come on. What are you doing? All right. I don't know why I'm turning it back on. Dallas is going to be driving them all now. You could tell the Archfiend isn't into the LOL Cal stuff. That's not true. I'm into Boogie 2988. That's one of my favorite LOL Cals to watch. I'm so fascinated with his demise. It's one, and the big 500-pound pedophile that will remain nameless. Which, by the way, I watched that Gideon video. It finally dropped. It dropped 6 days ago, and I put the thing in my community tab. I'm like, why didn't no one tell me this dropped yet? I'm really curious to see because they talked a good bit about the legal investigations that are going on with him about things behind the scenes, and that 15-year-old girl that did press charges and actually went through the police and whatnot, and that Gideon had a police officer there before he and the other guy went to confront EDP this time. I'm giving you a synopsis for you guys that haven't seen it. Just to make sure everything was kosher and not be a total farce like what happened with predator poachers. It just blows my mind that he got away with doing this once, and he's still sending stuff like dick pics to a 15-year-old. It's like, just be glad that you didn't get like bludgeoned to death yet from your first of many egregious offenses, and he's just still going to do it. Like, how is this guy still out and about waddling around? It blows my mind. And it just makes you wonder about what hasn't been caught by the sting operations. Because I mean, if you're caught multiple times with a sting operation, how many times is shit going down? Like, he probably has such a spank bank of like he has some hidden hard drive that he keeps under a ceiling, above a ceiling panel. It has a folder. One says 12, one says 13, one says 14, one says 15, and it ain't for the number of files that's in each thing. Anyway, that concludes the big 500-pound pedophile portion of the evening. But anyways, yeah, that video dropped. Check it out. The Flyers blow. Well, yeah, well, yes. Guess who's now 3-0 for sports predictions? Woo! Thank you for picking the Diamondbacks, but this game ain't over yet. This game ain't over yet by a long shot. Archfiend likes Flyers because they are the team in Philadelphia, but really doesn't care about the sport. Yeah, pretty much. And he was used to like the Lindros era and the Legion of Doom era. I love that era so much. So much. He made it to the finals once and got swept by the Devils. Won't talk about it. Cyrex is worthy of the Archfiend rant, though. If you've got a moment, take a look into him. He absolutely deserves negative attention. Okay? I feel when people do keep continually doing negative things, they kind of just like are saying like, yes, I want to get as much attention as possible. Give it to me. I'm going to keep doing these things deliberately, so give it to me. Unlike EDP, unlike the 500-pound pedophile who does things because he's just a sick, decrepit piece of shit. Okay. Yes. I swear I thought he was going to try and make the quick play to second base. I'm like, no. Collect yourself. Throw to first. Okay. Out of that inning, we're going to get 3 more runs in this inning. I don't know if you know this, but the game is about to be 8-3, guys. So you can watch the Cowboys game for like the next 10 minutes. Guaranteed. 8-3 game coming up very soon. That's how I feel about college football. I really don't care. But the Huskies are the Seattle team. So I root for them. The Huskies? As in University of Connecticut? Or is there a different Huskies team that I'm not knowing of? But I guess there is. I guess there's a Seattle team called the Huskies. But again, I know next to nothing about college football, so that won't shock me if there's 2 teams named the Huskies in college football. Oh, hope that fart didn't get picked up by the mic. Salisbury State University Huskies. That's what they should have been called. Instead, they were the Seagulls. Please, Dallas, choke tonight. Please, God, don't let the Chargers charge. Wouldn't the Chargers charge and be them doing good? Like, it's like you don't want the Chargers charge, but you want Dallas to choke. That doesn't sound right. Cyrex hates the negative attention and goes above and beyond to mask it. Oh, okay. Dallas calling themselves America's team is so corny. They deserve to lose just on that alone. My luck is working. Go Diamondbacks. Wink. Okay. I see what you're saying. The University of Washington Huskies. Oh, okay. I guess I do vaguely remember knowing that. The fart heard around the world. We're about to hear the inning heard around the world because the Phillies are about to bust this one open more than it is. Okay. I'm going to dare check back on the damn Cowboys game. On the Phucktards game. College football advertisement. I was waiting for it to be the Washington State Huskies. Jerry Jones. Boy, he doesn't look a day over 95. Jimmy Johnson's there too. Why? Oh, then again, it's a nice weather place. He doesn't go any place where there's nice weather. Who's that Elon Musk weird looking dude next to Jerry Jones? Wait, what? Did Dallas go 3 and out? The Chargers have the ball back already? Let's go. Come on, do something in the next 30 seconds before the damn Phillies come back to at bat. All right, I'm watching the next play, and then I'm putting the Phillies back on. Come on. All right, come on, Herbert. Long bomb to the end zone on 2nd and 8. Boy, this game ends 10-7. Boy, back in the Super Bowl, Dallas fans. Huge win. 10-7. Super Bowl. Back in it. We them boys. Anyway. Miami team is the OKC Thunder. You know what's crazy is they could have kept Harden, Westbrook, and KD together, man. Just imagine that filthiness. That would have seriously been like that's a team like if teams somehow traded to get that together like 5-6 years ago, they'd be like, oh God, they made the game unwatchable. It's like, no, OKC had all of them as their own. Man, if they held that together and were able to put up with Westbrook being such an annoying piece of shit. But anyway, man, if they kept that together, man, God, it sucks for you, OKC. That really sucks. Respect Arch. Respect you, Miracle. Cowboys won't win anything until Jerry sells the team or dies. JC Shade 3. My very humble but really sorry, I'm distracted by a terrible infield. Oh, it's gonna be safe. Yes. Oh my gosh, I thought that was complete garbage. We're gonna get 2 bases on that. Oh my gosh. Wow, Trey Turner, man. He's like, I'm gonna put such a knuckleball spin on this little infield blooper. Holy shit. I say that is. God, it bounced like behind the plate. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, take him out. We can get him. Anyway, JC Shade, thank you. The realist Cowboys fan in the Archfiend fold here. That would have been a dynasty, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, they would have. I mean, LeBron and his crew would have been down in Miami during the peak of that 3 run. Well, obviously they faced them in the finals while they were together, and they broke apart after that. Obviously, they stole that game 1 against Miami too in the finals in whatever the hell year it was. Don't ask me to recall what year that was off of my memory. I was like, that's okay. OKC's going to keep this team together. They'll be back in the final. Nope. I don't get it. Eagles didn't have Darius Slay or Jalen Carter for the Jets game. Oh, don't forget. Yeah, if I can read correctly. Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, all 3 don't have that killer instinct, so they probably would have only won 1 title together. KD does. I mean, Westbrook is just a stat bitch. He worries more about his own stats than the actually getting a ring on his finger. But if you if you could catch the beard actually having himself a playoff run, then yeah. Which is weird because he's had playoff games where he's just been a complete monster, but then he's had complete playoff games he's been a total popcorn fart. 2012 KD was only 23. That's crazy. OKC really bungled that team. I don't think they bungled as much as they just didn't like playing together. I mean, there's not much they can do. If the players don't like playing together, it's not, I mean, you're going to get comparable money going somewhere else a lot of the time. So that's how they see it. I wouldn't want to play with Westbrook. I know that for damn sure. So I can imagine what they think. I hate Russ. Welcome to the group. How do you feel about the best MLB team being 1-13? We already talked about this. The best MLB teams being a combined 1-13 in postseason. Yeah, JTAT 68. Next time, be an hour earlier. We've discussed this very fact how they had 1 win. Okay. I actually remembered when Russ was in DC. Yeah, when the Sixers dumped popcorn on him. Do you remember that? George House's daughter still owns the Chicago Bears. She's 100 years old. Was that true? Still owned by the House family? Oh, well. I wish they just sell the team publicly to the city like they did with Green Bay during the Great Depression. Westbrook was such a ball hog. I apologize. I was watching the Leafs choke. You're watching a hockey instead of me? You probably don't even know what Josh Freeman's new name is, JC Chat. Shame on you. There's nothing about Dirge McBirth. All right, see if the damn Chargers are doing anything on this drive. The hell? Field goal. Ah. Are they still them boys if this game ends in a tie? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm impressed with this Cowboys team. They're right back in it if they win. Yeah. You damn right you don't know who Dirge McBirth is. The Bears are always going through a great depression. That's a good point. Chargers are probably moving in a few years. I wonder where. Is that true? Are they really slated to be moving again? I didn't hear anything about that. It wouldn't surprise me. Oh, not official. Okay. But yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Oh, come on, Bohm. Do something besides get hit by a pitch or hit a grand slam in 10 games ago. Right, it's not that many. Oh, Jesus Christ, this guy sucks. I mean, he doesn't suck. He's just not showing up the past 2 series. He didn't show up against the Braves, and he's not showing up tonight. Boom, go get a book about baseball and read it or something. Jesus. Where do the Coyotes move to? Who cares? But this can't be profitable. Oh my God, a hockey conversation has broke out in my chat. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Next time I'll be talking about how the finals in the WNBA are going right now. I was waiting for someone to recognize my picture. Yes, but I also like Leafs and the Oilers. What the hell? Should I see? Your picture is just an explosion. Anyway, Steve Carlton is a flipping legend. You think? As Chris Boris would say, you think? Okay. Is this football? I don't know sports. The Chargers can't be profitable. I was very young when the Seattle Supersonics relocated to Oklahoma, so I followed the team there. Am I weird? No. If a team relocates, then that's whatever. I mean, there's a lot of New Yorkers, maybe not so much now, but I know when it happened, that root for the San Francisco Giants because they relocated from New York. And so, you know, calling that's your team. You're watching your team. You know, it's like if the Eagles relocated, I'd still root for Jalen Hurts. It's not gonna be like, I'm not gonna root for that team anymore. Like, no, I followed his whole career. Root for him. Anyway. Sorry, Archfiend. I'll stop talking. You can talk about whatever you want, buddy. You don't need to stop talking about hockey. Remember when that genie double parked his carpet? That was pretty funny, right, Arch? That was one of the funniest things ever. That was. I gotta go. My genie double parked his carpet outside or whatever. That was probably funnier than the actual telling of it. God, good. Those were simpler times, weren't they? Chris Boers and AVGN being a ripoff, and now AVGN's a ripoff of Red Letter Media. Well, at least they used to be with that awful movie reviewing show they did with the Screenwave guys. But I digress. Oh, how the turntables. Right? Oh, I guess I should check in on the game. The other game. While the sillies are in the commercial. Well, that was a good run. Third and 11. Come on, Chargers. Oh, boy. And that would be a great field position to get them to kick from there. One, I hate when they line up when the quarter's about to end. Two, I hate when they line up and the quarter's about to come to end and I don't realize it. And I go, was someone wasted a timeout? Oh, the quarter's over. Okay. This girl who's probably like ridiculously famous in that iPhone 15 commercial, I can't stand it. Just saying. And you're going to be like, Archie, that's like the biggest thing in pop music right now. You don't know who Doodoo McFixton is? All I know is with my created names, I add the Mick to it. I make them all Irish. I need to see like a black person and then make up a name and see if I still use Mick. I missed the Ray William Johnson era. I know, Serge. Eagles are not relocating. Is Red Letter Media the one that kept wanting to send pizza rolls in the mall? Yes. Or in the mail, in the mall. Yes. They go to malls all over the country and send pizza rolls. Yes. Red Letter Media is still by far the longest running favorite channel of the Arch Fiend. And like, they've yet to lose a step. I can't say that for any other channel. Man, I even still watch AVNs to this day, and I watch them, and I'm like, why am I watching this still? Like, it is just such a pale comparison what it used to. I couldn't even tell you what the last AVGN was. Let me think. The last AVGN, I'm not looking at the chat. You guys are going to type it. The last AVGN was, the AVGN proper video was on, wasn't a gaming system. I'm trying to think of like the console he played it on to help narrow it down. Wasn't a Simpsons. Why am I thinking it's like a Simpsons game, but it wasn't? All right, I'll look at the chat. What was it? Okay, good. No one typed it. It was Hack Attack. Olivia Rodrigo. That's who was in that commercial. I mean, her commercial sucks. I've seen several movies on. I saw you actually own Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I probably have it right here. Let's see. I don't have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but I do have the one, the only Hack Attack. Well, I could put this on eBay and sell it for at least $20, right? You guys would pay at least $20 for it. You know what? I'm like curious. I don't want to rip the tape off because then it'll be like ruined forever. What game is under here? Oh my God, I think it's actually Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde under here. I can't really see. It is. It's my copy of Dr. Jekyll. That's so weird. That's what started this. I was trying to look for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I was like, I don't see it over there. But I forgot. I did. I turned that into Hack Attack. I mean, that's the actual Hack Attack cartridge. They used old Dr. Jekyll cards for them. What a boatload of joy. I know exactly what they were thinking when they made this. I remember back in 2007 when someone on 4chan just discovered a subscription glitch on YouTube where you could remove their subscriber count. We managed to erase all the Dax films and Lonely Girl 15 subs. Oh my gosh, that is like okay. Okay. Room to breathe. Okay. I was a little worried that hit the ground, but it didn't. Check in. Chargers better have the ball back. Commercial. Every time I turn the damn game on, it's a commercial. How did you get that game? I bought it at like a flea market. I bought like a bunch of games at a flea market for like $2. I'm like the only Sonics fan who followed the team to OKC. It was only 8, so I didn't know any better. Well, you take the peaks and the valleys. I mean, it makes it all the more sweet. I watched a lot of shit Eagles seasons before they finally won a Super Bowl. $2, damn, you got ripped off. Can't wait for your annual Not the Cowboys video next year. Maybe the Cowboys aren't going to the Super Bowl. Now, that could never be an option. The majority of the fan base I would say in Dallas, but the majority of the fan base of the Cowboys fans in Dallas, Maine, and Fort Worth, Oregon, will never believe the Cowboys can't make it to the Super Bowl. It's got to be a definite every year. Okay. Oh my God! What I can't turn that shit on anymore. You're gonna give up a damn touchdown. I gotta put this on. Are the Chargers really gonna give up a touchdown just magically all of a sudden like that? Mike McCarthy is stupid. Stupid. I'd say stupid star hat, but it's got the Pride logo on it. Oh boy, the Cowboys screwing up in the red zone. Man, this might actually be interesting just yet. Oh boy. I see now I'm going to jinx it. Talking about their inability in the red zone. Boy, those are two clever fans. All right, I got to see one more down before I put the Phillies game back on. Come on, Mike. Get a damn play in. You ain't ordering dinner. Just tell Dak to do the stupid thing to the stupid guy. I want this Phillies game to end quickly. And I switched to here, and I watched just some abysmal, painful ending. Oh, come on. Is that going to be another Dallas penalty? Oh, come on. I'm missing the Phillies game. Come on, ref. Come on. Hurry up. Come on, ref. We didn't skip arm day. Say it. Oh, it's offsetting. Okay, great. I waited all that time for that. I better not have missed something good in the game. 1 out. That's all right. Castellanos is going to get his second home run of the game here. Oh, shit. Kimbrel's about to come in. Oh. Sorry. I get minor heart attacks anytime I see him coming into a game. Okay. He'll be okay, Archfiend. He'll do good. Come on, Castellanos. It's going to be your last time to get a home run in this game. Probably another go to the next round. We don't go there. That one doesn't have the distance. Jesus. Jesus. It's like 5-on-1. Okay. Blackhawks are like the only team I don't like, and maybe Bruins. What was the most painful Eagles season and or playoff loss? Well, Serge, if you would have known your Archfiend lore, you would have known that Archfiend was at the last game of Veterans Stadium, which was the NFC Championship game against the Buccaneers. We had to watch Rondé Barber take a pick six from Donovan McNabb into the end zone, sealing the game, and sending the vet out. The total queef. They don't even deserve to be called a popcorn fart. It was a queef. So yeah, nothing could get more painful than that for me because I was there. Cowboys will make it to the Super Bowl. Good job, JC Shat. You feels you don't know. JC Shat. That's your new name. JC Shat. JC Shat gets every sports prediction wrong. So maybe I just saw Jay hooked up. Maybe I just did it. What a stupid name IGSRJ has. Such a tongue twister. Maybe IGSRJ hooked you up with a faulty game cartridge. That's right. Cowboys are faker than FTX. I don't even know what FTX is, but I agree with you. All right, here's one of 3 runs on base in this inning. We're going to knock him home and get 2 more home runs. Well, then that'd be 4 runs. Archfiend can maths. Oh, shit. Oh, Dallas touchdown. Great. Thank you, JC Shades. Okay. Thought my Seahawks and Thunder were going to be dynasties. I got only 1 title out of it all. You know what? Sometimes all you need is 1 title. Again, Eagles getting a damn title. Life's complete. I don't get angry anymore. I don't get overly hopeful anymore. Come on, Ray Rojas, get another double. Not sure if this is a creepy thing to say, but I often go back to your old videos. Often come back on a yearly basis. A nice mix of funny and seriousness for me. Well, thank you, Miracle. Be sure to click all the ads. Be sure to thumbs up and leave a comment. Oh, shit. What happened to the 3 runs you guys guaranteed me? They didn't get shit that inning. It's the last time I listened to you guys. Golden Knights took the Bruins coach and won the cup. That's right, 0-3. And lose to the Panthers. Yeah, they did lose to the Panthers after that. Well, don't worry, I'm sure Dak will suck the last 10 minutes. Yeah, there's still a chance for that pick 6 to happen. Arch, where in NJ are you from? Burlington. That's how I feel after the Caps and Nats won. Smash that little button. Kimbrel time. Great, Kimbrel time. Time to watch the Colts score a touchdown and tie this game time, right? Right, let's see. Oh, don't be showing the replay of the touchdown. I don't want to see that. Go right to the Colts on offense. No. Skip this. No. Go past this part. In fact, never show this again. What movie is that from? You guys are so smart. No. Go past this part. In fact, never show this again. Me and a guy at work, we quote lines from this movie all the time. See if anyone gets it. All right, come on, get to the field. I got like 2 minutes before the Phillies game comes back on. Why is there a Russian flag next to the W and wish on this? Am I wrong? Wait, let me rewind this. Show it to you guys. Like, is this like subliminal Russian propaganda? Look at that. Russian flag. What's up with that, Disney? Disney, you communist cocksuckers. What's with that? Tell me that wasn't a Russian flag. Anyway, that's our Disney communists. I mean, you tell me. Was that a Russian flag or not? That looked like a damn Russian flag. Oh, damn it, Herbert. Damn it. Why are you airing that out? Come on. Oh, it would have been midfield and then some. TV detected +4 copyright points. You know, what's sad is that one brief thing that will probably get this video demonetized. It's so weird. Every single one of like these live shows, they never get monetized. Not that I give a shit, but it always picks up like the audio from the TV, or I guess it like sees like a reflection of my glasses, or I turn the camera for more than 2 seconds at the TV, and it says like error, no money to be made. Anyway. All right. Chargers driving, Phillies hopefully striking guys out. Oh shit, go foul. Ooh boy. Okay. Careful. YouTube might go 1984 on you for showing your TV. Yeah, I did technically air part of a football game. That's a no-no. I wish I could read what my friend just said about Kimbrel. Okay. Oh my gosh. That scared the shit out of you? Kimbrel was dramatic in 18. Okay. Focus on the game a little bit here. Shit is going on. Sorry. Important Phillies talk going on right now. Don't you dare put a guy on with some dumb shit, Kimbrel. Come on. Oh, the baby jump scare. My phone. It's whatever you're talking about when you're like, that scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it's the sound of my phone when I get a text message. Okay. He's not what he was in Atlanta. He made the All-Star team this year. This guy. Oh man, it can never be easy with him. Why can't it be easy with him? Like that strike. Don't tease me with the damn strikeout, man. Come on. Nats won right after Harper. I know. We talked about that earlier. Lovely Archfiend ASMR. It's like Brian Wilson. Okay, guys. It's a double play to end this game. Hit this ball anywhere near Trey Turner, and this game's over. All you got to do is hit this ball to Trey Turner, and this game is immediately ended. My God, keep the ball in the catcher's mitt. This Kimbrel is throwing some wild shit in and some wild shit out. Come on. You can't advance the runner on a pass ball. Yeah, Trey Turner is the one talking. He's like, look, Kimbrel, could you just get the batter to hit the ball to me, and I'll end this bitch? Okay. Is there any movie that everyone loves that you don't like? For me, it's Mad Max Fury Road. Oh, I love Mad Max Fury Road. There we go. Something in the strike zone. Better didn't swing because every other pitch before that was wildly out of the zone. A movie that everyone likes. I mean, everyone and their mother that liked Avatar. I watched that and I was just like, I don't get this. I mean, it's all right. It was cool. It looked cool. But I could think of like 6,000 things that I would like to do other than watch one of the Avatar sequels. Like I just think about like anytime I do something for 3 hours, I'm like, man, that's 3 hours spent not watching one of the Avatar sequels. Anytime in life that I do something. Anytime I'm out with the kids, watching a movie, masturbating furiously, I go, man, that was time I spent not watching the damn Avatar sequels. That was a generous strike call, but we'll take it. Kimbrel, don't walk him. That's how we do it. Yeah, I didn't even hit the Trey Turner. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, boom. You may not be showing up with the bat, but man, Bohm lost a game a couple months ago on a very similarly hit pitch, hit ball. Less of a hit ball. And he olayed that shit into the outfield. Okay. Oh my God. For you Force Awakens. I don't even think a lot of Star Wars fans liked Force Awakens, honestly. I gave it a passable grade. Avatar 2 is scattered and boring. Avatar and Titanic. Someone's not a fan of James Cameron. Phillies 5-0 at home in postseason. I'm a Padres fan. Go Phillies. Chargers ball in Dallas. I never cared for the Top Gun movies. Oh yeah, let's see the chart. Okay, let's focus our efforts now on football. Opinions on your favorite movie ever, Hook? Are you kidding me? Yeah, Hook is awful. Even I was gonna say it was either Robin Williams or Julia Roberts that came out and said how they like regretted ever doing the movie for how bad it was. If one of your key actors or actresses comes out in the movie and demeans it after it was made, that speaks volumes. But anyways. James Cameron is overrated. Oh, JC shot. JC shot. Stop that. Stop that right now. Stop that right now. You can say the Terminators are overrated or True Lies is overrated. The Abyss is overrated. Stop that right now. Stop that. What he did for Aliens is overrated. Stop. That's just blasphemy. You prefer the Star Wars streaming shows to the sequels by a mile. I'm with you there. I gotta catch up on Ahsoka. I've been falling behind on that. Just I haven't been having free time to watch all of it yet. I've seen some of it. And it seems good so far anyway. But The Mandalorian I love. I think they really hit a home run with that. Oh, are we gonna get a 1st and goal to go? And oh, Stephon Gilmore, aren't you a special individual? Oh boy, buckle up, guys. This night may only get better. Goodfellas is the best movie of all time. It is my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, it's so weird saying like the best movie ever made. Because there's like movies that have such a grandeur to them. It's like wow, they did a lot more of that film than a movie like Goodfellas did. But Goodfellas is my favorite movie of all time. I was gonna say I got the Blu-ray of it right over there. Just gonna grab it. What proven I own it means of anything. That's a movie I quote with people at work all the time too. Goodfellas. Watching the WNBA finals will give you an excuse not to watch Avatar. Oh, I don't know. I might have to watch an Avatar sequel over the WNBA finals. To be honest with you. Okay, guys, let's relax. The Chargers are about to get it. James Cameron should have directed the Short Circuit films with Johnny Five. I never cared for Pulp Fiction. Goodfellas is one of the best ever made. I didn't care for Pulp Fiction at first, but I've grown to love it. I remember it first came out because I was so big on Reservoir Dogs. I was like, oh my God, this Quentin Tarantino guy is like my spiritual animal. Oh no! Oh my God, they're going to have to go for it. Oh my God, they're going to have to go for it, right? I mean, there is 7 minutes left, but God, why did the Chargers suck? Can someone explain to me why the Chargers suck? Oh my gosh. I wouldn't want to get a massage from her after this game. Okay. Got time to think about this. JC, how you doing over there? Are you panicked yet? Hi, Xantos 21. Do you agree Star Wars 7, 8, 9 are worse than 1, 2, 3? Oh no. 1, 2, 3 are, as Jay Bauman put it, are just bad films. I wouldn't say 7, 8, 9 are bad films. They're not. They're 8, yes, is a bad film. 7, 9, they're passable. Ridiculous. Stretch the story way beyond. Let's focus on the Chargers game here. No time for Star Wars right now. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, and the Chargers masseuse is happy. Let's go. 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 A team that doesn't know how to do the tush push well. Okay. I like Death Proof. Honestly, I liked it more than Planet Terror. Quentin Tarantino's cameo in Planet Terror was probably one of the worst acting anythings in the history of cinema. It was so stupid. It's so stupid. The raping scene with his penis melting off and stuff like that was so effing dumb. Like it like ruined the whole thing for me. It was that stupid. Anyway, the Chargers suck because they left San Diego. Panic? Nah, I've just accepted this is how the team is. There was a foot off camera, to be fair. Wait, there was what? What did the who with the who now? What? Jim Cornette would be good in a Scorsese or Tarantino film. Tarantino film if he ever became an actor. Well, I mean, technically he's been an actor on TV, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I still haven't seen my God, I even forget the name of the last Tarantino film, the LA one. The one about the Manson family. I'll wait for you guys to say because I'm drawing a complete blank. Also, I wonder what ever happened to the ginger Undertaker freak. That guy was a total white knight simp. Just saying. Well, I don't care what you think about him. He's making videos. He's on I forget what his channel is called now. To be honest, he's called Some Leftist in Finland. That's what it's called. My favorite film was Falling Down. I watched Falling Down so much as a kid. I've seen it so many times. I don't know why. It must have been like a movie that like aired on HBO a lot or something. But I remember seeing it so many times. Maybe I don't hate her or anything like that. Not as bad as Ray William Johnson though. Oh, hello Chelsea. Welcome to the football portion of the video. Pull up a seat. He's had a channel for I'd say 2-3 years now since he closed down his main UTF proper channel. I agree with your rant video you made on the channel called Ray William Johnson without Ray William Johnson. That was so true. Who is this Asian lady they keep showing? Like, is she like? I mean, she's just. I don't know. Is it one of the players' wives, or they just have a camera on her because she's so just just frenzied every time the Chargers do something good. Anyway. The fact that that douche claimed copyright on that was so R-worded. Uh-oh. Trying to get me canceled? Yeah, for those of you who don't know, let me see if I remember my own lore correctly. There was a channel called Ray William Johnson without Ray William Johnson. Probably you guys, especially whatever your name, I forget who you said that you watched my videos, Shade, Miracle, whatever, whichever one of you was. There's a channel called Ray William Johnson without Ray William Johnson. And what the guy would do is he would take like the viral clips that Ray William Johnson used and just edit out all the Ray William Johnson parts and just show the clips. So you could watch what Ray William Johnson basically stole and put in his videos to monetize. And then Ray William Johnson ended up copyright claiming the guy because he used other people's videos that weren't Ray William Johnson's. Like, that is like, that is mind-blowing that was even a thing and possible and actually happened. And I remember talking to the guy about it, because that guy, the guy behind the Ray William Johnson, that Ray William Johnson channel, was like talking to me about it behind the scenes and everything, and just saying how, like, you know, he's going to lose his channel and stuff. And he kind of did it expecting it, if I'm remembering correctly. And it actually happened. And we're like, wow, I can't believe this actually really happened. Oh, Dak, how's the 15-yard line feel? Oh, boy. Oh, JC. It's just one of them things, isn't it? You do not feel bad for the Bucks losing on Sunday. Well, I don't think the Bucks are going to do much damage this year. The Bucks lost to the Eagles. The Eagles lost to the Jets. The Bucks must suck. Okay. All right, Chargers, don't screw this up. Get the ball back. That better not be a Chargers penalty. Oh my God, Chargers, all you had to do on that was not get a penalty. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. And they got 2 fouls. On a 3rd and 18. On a 3rd and 18. I also enjoyed your eye horror nitpick videos. So many white knights were defending her after all of that. Yeah, that was good times. She was still one of my favorite people that I ever went after, and I think one of the most deserving as well. Oh my gosh, Chargers. They're going to run out the clock on this drive too. Come on. You might as well just let them score a touchdown right now. They're going to either score or kick a field goal with like 40 seconds left. All from a stupid holding call. Come on. Still time for an interception. Right. Now. I am iHor. Click on the ad in the video. Okay. Hit like, everyone. I'm reading chat dialogue, by the way. I'm not asking for people to hit like. But if you could, I could buy a new boat. I cringe at younger me from 2012, especially looking at old Facebook pics. Oh my gosh. Facebook was like only 2 years into it when I was 12. I'm trying to think of like the most cringy thing that either I was into or like my peers were into. I mean, I could imagine like I can remember like willingly listening to like New Kids on the Block, like knowing the lyrics, but I never bought like an album or anything like that. So it's hard because like there wasn't much like stupid media because there's such few media options. You know, back in my day, the TVs were like all black and white, and you only had 3 channels. It's back in the 1950s. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, JC, it's done. It's done. They're driving. They're driving. There's gonna be no time. There's gonna be no time for the Colts, the Chargers, the Chargers to put any sort of formidable drive together. They've been barely able to move the ball all night. They're gonna kick a gimme field goal with less than 30 seconds left. They're running the ball now for that very reason. I know the Chargers have timeouts, but still, in the 2-minute warning, optimistically they'll get the ball back with like a minute 40. Jesus Christ. I mean, it ain't the only thing that's saving the Chargers right now is it isn't gimme field goal range. This is not a gimme field goal by any means. Why are they saying that hit the ground? That didn't look like it hit the ground, did it? Did I look at the wrong game? Oh yeah, it's not a catch. Oh, good. I thought they were saying like the ball hit the ground before it got to the receiver. I was like, no way. That's not a catch. Shout out to Steve Jobs. Still Dak and McCarthy. Yeah. Archie is actually genuine after all these years. Thank you, Chelsea. Archfiend was hanging tough. Should do a new version of your YouTube closed captions video to see how much they improved the system after the past 10 years. God, I forgot all about that. I have no recollection of how bad it was. Like I was gonna say, yeah, I did. I just filmed like one of my videos, I think. Yeah, okay, anyways. LMAO, my sister went to New Kids concert and slept through it. Wow. It was back in the 90s. Okay. Just don't screw up on this. Don't get like 5 penalties on this 3rd down, Chargers. Okay. Proud to say I was the only one in my family that didn't like Vanilla Ice at its height in popularity. Bomb, look out. My favorite joke. Beverly Hills 90210. Cleveland Browns free. This is the arch scene. Oh, now I know. Yeah, now I remember that this is the arch scene from the closed caption video. That I remember. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. A first down here. Just it really does not. It does not bode well. Get pressure on him. Come on. Oh, all the time in the world to throw in the pocket. Come on. That's game. That's game. We them boys again. They got a big win. Big 3-point win back in the Super Bowl. Let's go. Hello, friends. Cowboys are bad this year. Yeah, well, they're going back. I don't know why you're saying they're bad. They're going back to the Super Bowl. They're going to win this game by 3 points. They backed in this, boys. Even if it was for the best, the classic closed captions on YouTube were something else. I listened to the golden oldies a lot when I was a kid. Can't go wrong with the classics like the Beatles. Yep. As a teenager, I listened to a lot of Slayer, Slipknot, Disturbed, and other bands like that. Wow, all the 90s references in chat. Must have been rough to live in a time where the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. I still have access to my Facebook account. They totally ruined the site. They removed everyone's photos. Maybe that was a good thing. Yeah, probably. I think I said Facebook. Or no, I might. Oh, wait. Did I say Facebook instead of MySpace? Anyway. Yeah, I remember MySpace was fun. Why am I not ranked in your top 4 friends? Seeing cattiness like that go on. Could go to OT. Oh, stop, Lawrence. Stop. They're going to give me field goal range. Can we please not talk about the Super Bowl right now? I'm okay that's happening. Whatever weed you're smoking, I need some. My space is like a ghost town now, so to speak. I know, like I went to it once because I'd heard people years ago say how it changed. And I went to it. I'm like, this is like an unrecognizable pile of shit. What the hell did they do this for? Well, that was a clever 2nd and 10 play. What about Black Flag? Do you want to listen to that? No, I'm good. Chelsea needs some more weed. Someone hook her up. We always have wrestling talk. Yeah. Yeah, Tom was chill on MySpace. Heck, he was much more chill than Mark Zuckerberg. Wonder what Tom is doing these days. Like, what is he doing as an individual? I remember Tom and Tia Takia were the big things on MySpace. Reliving the war of WCW and WWF. I watch that wrestling bios every week, the Reliving the War thing. That's one of my favorite weekly videos. Great hands, Pollard. It's almost like the ball broke his hand when it got to him. And Pollard was like, oh, shit. It broke my hand when you threw the ball at it. A little bit overthrown, but Pollard still should have had that. Okay, no, that was a much bit overthrown. Okay, here we go. 2:19 left. One clock stoppage to the 2-minute warning. I mean, crazier things have happened, right? I think Tom's married. It's no Zipcast, but my space is pretty dead. Boy, zip pass. That's another deep pull for the Archfiend lore vocabulary. Cabinet. Remember when he was a very beautiful woman. I know someone who has been a Cowboys fan her whole life and then all of a sudden became an Eagles fan this year. Should I consider her a front runner? Yes, I would. I wouldn't accept her in the Eagles fold. I'm like, no, bitch, you rock that star and you keep doing it. Yeah, MySpace was fun. I remember the days of posting blogs. I still remember the image of Tom sitting at his fossil computer. Tom has been on vacation since he sold his site to Rupert Murdoch. He occasionally uploads on Twitter or Instagram. We need more wrestling talk. Also, before there was YouTube, there was Newgrounds. Newgrounds was, in a way, like a precursor to YouTube. Oh, you must have missed my Newgrounds Ultimate Destiny rap from earlier. Too bad you weren't here because I'm not doing it again. Okay. Go a little quick pass. Okay. Wrestling is meh for me now. I feel you, Chelsea. I was really digging AEW, but man, the more and more Tony Khan talks, the more and more I can't stand him, and it's like carrying over into the company. Like he is just such a coked up jackass on the internet. And I don't know why someone's not telling him, just stop talking. Just stop talking. You have no barrier of when you should stop talking. Anyway. Thought I was the only one that knew about wrestling bios. Nope. Both me and you. The only ones that know. Look at Herbert taking off on his own. Too bad you didn't get the first down there, you dickhead. I love that old school wrestling review. No, that's some funny stuff seeing Hogan being a little bitch. Yep. OSW review, been plugging them since like their account was like 2-3 months old. Thank you. I still consider her a Cowboys fan. It pains me to say this as a Giants fan, but I'd rather this person be a Cowboys fan than a Birds fan. Oh, darn. Guess I missed out on your Newgrounds rap. Bummer. Yes, you did. You missed out on Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight. Oh, it says Olivia Rodrigo in the beginning of the commercial. I guess I never paid attention to that before. Boy, is she ugly, right? No, I'm not going to make a post-game video. I remember watching your old G.I. Oh, it was like my G.I. Joe parodies. I was like, what? I remember watching the old G.I. Joe parodies on eBaum's World. I know. I was a regular contributor to the eBaum's World message board back in the day. Oh, my God. The many hours in college that I wasted on eBaum's World. I remember waiting every Friday for them to update and see the new videos that would be posted on the front page. Man, I tapped a lot of Monday Night Raw and Thursday Night Smack taped. Okay, yeah. It's 2 P's and tapped, Archfiend. I taped a lot of Monday Night Raw and Thursday Night SmackDown on VHS tapes back in the early 2000s. Taped a lot of my favorite anime shows off Tuna Mania on VHS back then, too. Good times. I actually, and I'll show you here. Hold on. This is how much of a wrestling dork I was. I used to record all the WWF pay-per-views, and I put 2 pay-per-views on each thing Like this is SummerSlam 01, Unforgiven 01 on one tape. And something about the Jackass movie at the bottom there. Oh, Jackass Cribs Part 4. I would always have like a half hour left if you did like long play. Yeah, I don't care about the Cowboys, by the way. Survivor Series 2000, Armageddon 2000, Jackass Cribs Part 1. There you go. I still have all the old VHS tapes. Like I'm never gonna watch these again because who watches VHS, right? Okay. Now let me watch the Chargers commit suicide here. Yep. We them boys, they back in it. Super Bowl. How does it feel to know the Cowboys are going back to the Super Bowl, guys? How does it feel? They back in it, 20-17. Forget how bad the 49ers kick their ass because they them boys again. Oh, man, that Agent Masseuse is upset. That's terrible. Why am I associating masseuse with Asians? Okay, so I've been to Miami, gorgeous city. Never been to Miami. I like my rant on Mike Matei. You called him Gimp. Miss Jim Carrey Ace Ventura movies. 54 2019 Chiefs. What are we talking about here? Holy crap, you tape even more than me. That's a record. Don't think I didn't notice the tissue off to the side arch. That's from all the time. Oh, I went to the wrong way. That's from all the times that I furiously masturbate instead of watching an Avatar sequel. Do you like the first Ace Ventura movie or the second one? Both are good. First one. So much of the second is just a duplication of the first. So the originality is in the original, obviously. What a great game. Dallas proved that they can beat any of the greatest juggernauts in this league again. What are people talking about? 51, 52, 2008. What I missed this whole conversation here. But anyway, you could donate those VHSs to someone who uploads all the old commercials on YouTube. Or there's no commercials on a pay-per-view. Oh, I guess like for the Jackass there would be. High-end talent saves Dallas again. Yes, Chargers will go 8-9. 8? Really? I'm naming them Super Bowl winners. Truth be told, I lived off nothing but top ramen back then. I used to, like in college, like for lunch, I would have 2 cup of noodles like together, and I was loving life. Like for it being poor and unhealthy, that shit sure is good. Like ramen's no joke. It's a fresh food that's easy to make, like a fresh hot meal for like 25 cents even today. Feeling cheap AF, nothing much to it. Yeah. I can stop Archfiend if you want. I don't know. Oh, you're naming Super Bowl winners. Oh, I gotcha. What can I say? Top ramen is good. Yes, I was loving life too, though. There were some setbacks back then, but yeah, it was very cheap, very good. Yum. I know you get like a case of top ramen for like, first of all, the hell off my screen, douchebag Dak. Steak flavored top ramen was your favorite. The newest Jackass is so good. Saw it in the theaters. I could not stop laughing. You should try ramen from Asian grocery store. They have spicy ones. I've tried the spicy ramens. They're good. Phillies up 1-0. Eagles still atop the NFC East. Have a good night, Archfiend. Good night, Lawrence. Yeah, the Eagles are still atop the NFC East, but anyway. Chicken mushroom for me. Love that. I love the video, the back over your head. That is still one of my favorite videos. The worst Super Bowl ever. So Austin, are you recalling all these from memory? Because no one's going to believe you if you are, because you could just simply be Googling it. How's Girlfiend doing? Well, here is Xantos. If you were here earlier, you would have been in the Girlfiend portion of the video. Shame on you for being late. I think the spicy I'm discussing has a red flame chicken on it. The chicken's on fire? All right, guys, on a serious note, Archfiend needs to go to bed. I mean, we didn't get to see the Dallas loss, but the Phillies won. So Archfiend's leaving ultimately happy person here. I don't have much hope for the Eagles, but they'll be fine as well, I guess, right? Thank you all for coming. Thank you for a lot of this reminiscing. It's crazy because half the time people bring stuff up or they mention something to me in a comment. And I'm like, I made a video about the what now? And then I'll Google or search for it and I see it and I'm like, oh my gosh, now I remember this video that I made. It's so weird because when you've made over 1,000 videos, which I can't believe. Let's see. Without looking, what do you think the Archfiend's total view count is? I'm gonna bring it up live. We'll end with that. What is the Archfiend's view count? Someone's going right to my channel right now. Because I don't even know what it is. No. 1 million, 90 million, 7 million. They stream, survived and moved on. Good luck to your team, JC. I don't really mean that, but hey, you're a swell guy and you keep it real. So good luck to you and your rooting interests, but your team can do bad things. Anyways, the Archfiend's view count is at, if I hold it here long enough, you'll eventually see me holding the phone on the screen with the actual view count. Geez, how far behind is the delay? I'm going to hold it here till I hold it up. Oh my God, I don't even have the phone in my hand yet. All right, enough of that shit. That feed is like 500 hours away. Anyways, 18 million. If you dream tonight, dream about slapping Ihor across the face. Oh, I'll slap her across the face with something tonight. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, goodbye, everyone. Thank you. I love you all. Unless you're a Cowboys fan. Just kidding. I like you, JC. You're all right. Your team still sucks. Dak blows. That is all. Peace be with you. That is truly all.